So I spoke to Lovie Smith the other day, sir, and he was singing the praises of Davis Mills and how that this kid could, absolutely be their guy going into 2022. And as you all know, with 5 first-rounders last year and Mac Jones doing what he did and everybody else with Justin Fields, we paid attention to that group, not Mills. Do you think he can be a real good, if not championship, starting quarterback in the NFL? David Shaw for the Texans?
What Davis did last year, didn't start early, played some games in the middle, and then finished up. He's arguably the second best rookie quarterback this past year behind Mac, and in some places probably outperformed Mac. This was part of our conversations with Davis, whether or not he was going to come back, because just as you mentioned, this quarterback class isn't great. If Davis would have come back, I feel very strongly that he would be the top quarterback in the draft. So the Texans just got the top quarterback in the draft a year ahead of when he would have been the top quarterback. So now here you've got a quarterback that when you put the film on, I watched like the last 5 or 6 games that he played. This guy's as good as anybody in the NFL in the red zone. Strong arm, better athlete than you think. Really bright kid, smart kid, picks it up, learns from his mistakes. I think they've got a legitimate starter there that's got a chance to be the franchise guy, and hopefully they can put some pieces around him and have some fun down there in Houston.
How's Andrew Luck doing? What's going on with him? What's up with him?
Andrew Luck is doing better than all of us combined.
Okay.
He knows himself. He's comfortable with himself. The rest of us would love to see him go out there and sling it around, but his career is too short, obviously, but it was an amazing experience for him. And now he's moved on. He's a husband and a father and looking for that next chapter in his life.
What is it? Is it anything to do with football, do you think?
I'm not sure. I think he's got, as you can imagine, he's got a million opportunities, but he's enjoying life and he's taking his time. I mean, he's got 40 years to figure it out, minimum. So he's just one of those guys that's looking at a lot of different things. He's been in touch with a lot of different people. I think when he does dive into his next enterprise, it'll be something that benefits people. So that's all I'm comfortable saying right now. I think he's a very conscientious person, and he still, beyond football, wants to make an impact in our society.
And, McCaffrey, after absolutely tearing things up, can't stay healthy, has an inability to stay healthy, and that was the red flag. The false red flag was the business of not playing in your bowl game. That to me was a false red flag from the beginning. But the red flag about him, running between the tackles in this grown-ass man league could be a big problem for him. And now he is not finished up. I'm wondering what you make of his career to this point, David Shaw.
I think it says a lot about the NFL. He had one injury here in 3 years at Stanford. He ran a lot between the tackles, probably more than anybody in the country for the most part. But it's a brutal league, and things happen. I know one was a hamstring, which has nothing to do with his size or contact. But I'll tell you this: there's not anybody else in the NFL that I would bet more for than Christian McCaffrey. His mentality, his off-season work, what I've heard about him taking care of his body and preparing. Trust me, he's going to be ready come August.
Okay. Hey, you watched all the way to the end. Thanks for that. Watch more right here.